Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. No, we have 9 people? Okay.
So, let's eat. So we are going to make curry. We're not going to make it with curry roux. Ingredients: flour, curry powder, olive oil, pork, veggies, onion, carrot, some mushrooms, sugar snap peas, potato. At the end, you don't need to, but I like to use some soy milk or milk to finish it. So, let's get to cooking. You're going to need some utensils. You need a knife, cutting board, stirring spoon, measuring spoon, measuring cup. I like to have a couple bowls for the vegetables because you want to make sure the potatoes are in water. You can put the carrots in water also, but I usually keep them separate. And another bowl for the soft veggies. And then put the onions right in the pot. You don't need a bowl for the onions. So first I cut all the vegetables and I like to measure the ingredients. Consommé, olive oil, and curry powder and flour. So a roux, it's a French, it's fat and flour. The same weight, or not gram, same weight. For this recipe, I'm making about 8 cups of water. So I use about 100 grams of flour and 100 grams of oil. I only use about 75 grams of oil because the pork has a lot of fat. So when you're cutting, I usually do the onions first. Now there's an easy way to cut onions if you're going to chop them. Cut off the head, cut it in half, like this, and then peel it. Get the soft stuff off of there, you don't need any of that. Now, the middle, you want to break that up. So I like to cut down through here. Not all the way. Leave part of it connected, like this. Hello, ta-da, hello. Then you cut down here and then across. Then you get nice little chunks. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, she's gonna touch her eyes later. And the onions go right in the pot. You want to put the stovetop to medium low to low, because you don't want to burn the onions. And then we'll put in the oil. Put the oil. Stir it up. And then just let it sit. And stir it every 2 or 3 minutes. Good stir. There you go. Next, we're going to start the water, so we might as well do the carrots. You don't have to peel the carrots. You can wash them and scrub them, but I like to peel the carrots. My wife doesn't like to peel the carrots. Do it however you like. Cut off the cap and the tail just a little bit. You don't want to take too much off. I like to cut them in half, and then I like to cut them like this into little triangles. But you can cut them however you want. You can cut them on an angle like that. You can cut them in half. You can cut them like this. Any type of cut that you like. So usually I'll do angle, angle, straight. Angle, angle, straight. And it's usually pretty quick. Put these in the water with the other carrots. And then also the potatoes. These are cut in pretty big chunks. Pretty big chunks. And then these go in the water first. You want to get the starch off. So rinse them. Also, if they're not in water, they'll turn brown after you cut them. So you don't want them turning brown either. Now this, we're going to turn on to medium-high. Medium-high. Once it starts boiling, we'll bring it down. I also like to put in the consommé. You can use chicken, beef. This is sort of a mix. I usually start with 2 tablespoons, but you want to check the flavor. You don't want it too salty. So. Good, just a little bit more. So this today, 2.5. And that should be fine. If it's a little salty, it's okay. Next, we'll cut the rest of the veggies. I got some mushrooms. Use any mushrooms you like. You want to wash them first. Wash all your vegetables first. Put the little tails off. And then again, cut these however you like to cut them. Sugar snap peas. You want to peel there's little strings in here. You can use your fingers, but it's a lot harder if you take your knife and just cut a little bit, and you can pull this off, take it in the back, put it in just at the very tip, just a little teeny flap, and then you can peel that off too. And you get that nasty string out of there. Cut this guy up. There we go. Oh, in here. We're gonna do that later. Try and keep your workspace clean. I'm gonna go ahead and put the meat in a separate bowl. One thing about meat, you wanna be careful not to let it touch the other vegetables. Break this up a little bit. Just kind of break it up. Okay. The point is, don't cook them too fast. You don't want them to brown until later. About a half hour, give or take, so we're gonna have them maybe 15 to 20 minutes on this. I'm gonna grate it. Carefully, you scrape your fingers, you're gonna lose your knuckle. Let knuckle meat. If everything works well, these will be pretty much ready at the same time this starts to boil. Because we're bringing this up slow. The roux and the curry powder and the flour together. Be careful though, because it'll spill. I use about 1 tablespoon per 2 cups. So here I've got about 8 cups. So in here I put 4 heaping tablespoons. That's what I like. If you don't like it that much curry, you can use less. If it doesn't, at the end, you can always add more curry powder if you like. All right, the onions are kind of sweet right now. They're starting to get a little brown. So I can put in the meat now. This is 800 grams. It's a little much. I usually use about 5, but it was on sale at so I got a little more. Good stir. Put in the apple. The sugar from the apple will also caramelize. Make sure you wash all this real good because you're gonna have raw meat on it. And the rest of the veggies. And we let it cook. Turn this down too now. You don't have to really cook the meat till it's brown. You just want to cook it till there's no more pink. And you don't have to do that because it's going to boil. but you want the fat for the flour to mix together. So now I like to put on the curry and the flour. Get it in there. And then just stir it up real good until it's all coated. You want everything in here covered with flour. Turn the heat down too when you put in the flour. You don't want to burn the flour on the bottom. Everything's pretty mixed up. So we can put in the broth. You want to do this slowly. All right, this is, oh, chichan. This is a lot. A lot. Enough consommé. Basically, once this is thick, it's ready to eat. The soy milk will thin it out. I'll probably do 2 cups for this whole thing, so maybe a cup of each. So we're gonna put about a cup in of each. Watch how accurately I measure this cup. All right, we are ready. And so this, here's the curry. Itadakimasu. Sana, itadakimasu. Yeah, thank you. All right, hi everyone. Thank you for watching the cooking video. Sorry we couldn't finish the classes this year because of coronavirus. I had a really good year, and I just want to say thank you to everyone. It was really fun, and maybe we'll see you in junior high school or next year. We don't know what the situation is yet, but I hope you come. Thank you.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you for letting me join. I hope you can enjoy the fudge and the curry. Was it fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye.
So I say bye-bye.
Please stay safe.
So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks everyone. Thanks guys and girls. Bye-bye.
Yeah, stay warm. That's right.
Stay warm. Bye-bye. Okay.